Hi, this is day 4 of our label reading challenge, and if you have your label reading guidelines PDF, which you could download for free at www.learningtobehealthy.com, we're going to look at 8, 9, and 10 today. Number 8 talks about avoiding refined sugars, which most of us know we eat too much sugar, at least refined sugar. And most words, if you look for words that end in OSE, O-S-E, that generally means it's a form of sugar, like maltose, lactose, sucrose, fructose. All of those have to do with sugar. So look for those on your ingredients labels. We talked about high fructose corn syrup being a really bad sweetener, but also artificial sweeteners like aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, those things, and you'll know them by names like Splenda, Sweet and Low, what else, NutraSweet. They're artificial, and to me, that alone should tell you, we're not artificial people, so we shouldn't be putting artificial things into our body. We want real food. And even though we tend to think, well, that doesn't raise the blood sugar, it actually can contribute to insulin resistance because it tricks the body. It gives the appearance of sweetness, and the body begins to produce the insulin that is needed for anything we eat that is sugar. So eventually that insulin has to be stored somewhere. When there is no sugar found to use it on, then it has to be stored as fat. So artificial sweeteners aren't doing you any good, and some of them are known to be cancer-causing, to cause neurological problems. There's a lot of studies and examples out there of artificial sweeteners and preservatives and artificial ingredients of all kinds causing problems. So look for those and avoid them. They're in everything, from chewing gum to mints, all kinds of foods, and they're able to say low sugar by using these forms of sugar. But remember, it's more about the type of sugar that goes into our body, not just how much sugar. So we want to look for those things on the label. Look for better sweeteners like whole leaf stevia, raw honey. Stevia is not one of my favorites. Some people like it fine, and it's an acquired taste many times. I like pure raw honey, pure maple syrup. And then if you're getting granulated sugars, sugar cane, then remember a lot of it's bleached, just like the bleached flour. Sugar can also be bleached to make it whiter, and so we want to avoid that. So if it's a little browner looking, kind of tan, that's probably a good sign. Rapadura and Sucanat are two less refined cane sugars, so they have fewer nutrients removed, and some of them even have a little bit fiber left in them. So you might check those out, or the Bare Minimum organic cane juice, cane sugar. It's less refined, and if much of the sugar that's made from beets today is many beets are being genetically modified, so you would probably want to look for organic sugar to make sure you avoid that, or a sugar that has the non-GMO verified project on the label. All right, and then artificial flavors, colors, like red number 2 and blue and yellow. I always tell my grandkids, would you eat your crayons? Those are artificial colors. And M&M's might be one good example. But this Dorito package, I always save this for show and tell too, because we seem to love our chips in this country. So this label has got a lot of strikes against it. It starts with corn, and it is not non-genetically modified. It doesn't have that label on it, so it's probably genetically modified. Vegetable oil, and in parentheses we have sunflower, canola, and or corn oil. So again, there's that corn or canola, both can be genetically modified. Maltodextrin, that's made from corn. It's a type of sugar in a sense, so there's not just sugar but another possibly genetically modified ingredient. Salt goes on the cheeses, but then there's monosodium glutamate, and that's another thing. If you look at number 10 on your list, avoid MSG and its many names. This one just comes out and tells you MSG. MSG, monosodium glutamate, has been known to cause a lot of health issues, and it comes under many names. It's not always evident that it's MSG. It might say yeast extract, it might say gelatin, it might say hydrolyzed protein or calcium or sodium caseinate. You'll see that in ice creams sometimes. Hydrolyzed yeast, textured protein, and there are many other names. So it makes it really hard to know sometimes if you're getting the MSG unless the label says no MSG. So any of those words, most of them we really don't know exactly what they mean anyway, we need to be avoiding. And then if you go on down the list, remember it's one of those long list of ingredients, so beware. We get down to where it says, oh, and there's corn flour, so there's more corn, and then natural and artificial flavors. Well, we know natural, we're not even sure exactly what that means. And then artificial, well, it's not real. And then dextrose, another form of sugar, OSE, ends in ose. And then there's some, there's some lactose, so there's another form of sugar. And there's spices, and we don't know exactly what those are. And then there's artificial color, including yellow 6, yellow 5, and red 40. And then there's more sugar. And then there's some preservatives, which I can barely pronounce, disodium inositate and disodium guanylate. Okay, we're not just eating a Dorito cheddar cheese chip, yum. We're eating all of these ingredients right here. So read your ingredients, talk yourself down, and find something more simple like a corn chip that's got the non-GMO symbol on it, or I buy organic corn chips. Simple ingredients. And then if you're looking at sugar, better forms of sweet, I found these one time, I really loved them. Maca and cashew. They're made by Navitas, which is a brand of, you can buy hemp seeds, and maca is just a nice herb. It's really it's a root that they eat in the, I believe it's the Andes, and they make a powder of it that I think tastes really good. You can put it in smoothies, but this one they've used it, coated cashews with it. And the ingredients are organic cashew, organic maple syrup, organic coconut palm sugar, and that's another coconut sugar if you're looking for one that is lower on the glycemic index, doesn't raise your blood sugar as quickly. That would be one. Organic maca powder and sea salt. And that's all that is in these. So that's a pretty yummy, healthy, sweet treat. But then if you're looking at chocolate, I found these Heavenly Organics. And if you like peppermint, some people, including me, I like a good York peppermint patty once in a while. This has raw organic white honey, unsweetened organic dark chocolate, and natural peppermint oil. And that's it. And peppermint oils actually can be good for your digestion. But then you compare that to something like Ghirardelli. These are left over from Easter. And I gotta admit, they're pretty yummy. They're dark chocolate sea salt caramel bunnies, but they have sugar, unsweetened chocolate, corn syrup, which I try to avoid. Again, probably genetically modified, more refined. Sweetened condensed milk, and it goes on with that, which has more sugar in it. Let me get on down here. Sorbitol, which is a sugar alcohol. Disodium phosphate, preservative. Potassium sorbate, TBHQ, and all of those preservatives can add up and equal toxic overload in your body. So beware, especially if it's a treat once in a while, but if it's something you even just have one every day of something, pay attention. What is it exactly that you're putting into your mouth? All right, so this one was a little bit long. Look for your words with OSE endings. Look for all the many forms of sugar and possible MSG in the ingredients. Let's see, what else? Oh, and artificial. Avoid your artificial colors and flavors and sweeteners. Go for real food. Build your body from real ingredients, not artificial ones. All right, day 4 is over. Thanks. Bye.